An update tonight on grant funding to replace the Cape Fear Memorial Bridge. The State Department of Transportation says it's working to complete environmental documents for the project. Once those pre-construction activities are done, the state will work with the federal government to finalize a grant for $240 million. However, there's no timeline on when that will happen.